I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me?
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great NFC matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
Entering Super Sim.
On second down, it's Coleman. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
Off play action. Nash. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Oh, he breaks another. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. On 3rd and 2, Nash completes it to Samuel. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 29 yards. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And here now the offense heading back out there. And work with me here. Is this overhyped or not? You've got a warm weather team on the road in January, and it's cold. What's the deal? Is that a factor? Is it not a factor?
I think a lot of it depends on the personality of your head coach and how you prepare for things. And some things you just can't prepare for. If you're coming from a warm weather site, you can't make it cold enough like it is here in this ball game. But what you can do is just tell the guys, dress for the weather, and then play like we always play. And as the game goes along, typically those guys out there playing, you warm up enough that it really shouldn't affect you quite the same way. Now, if that's all you talk about, if you put that in the heads of your players, oh, it'll affect them in a big way.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Coleman. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Off the play fake. Nash. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep, Golden Tate. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right? That fourth seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wild card teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. But I gotta tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get to host.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't just stack them all up and take the best 6 records, but there's a division for a reason, and the champion hosts the first round.
And the first rule of thumb in building a team, build a team to win your division. Beat those teams first, then you go from there.
Now Jones throwing on first down. It's complete to Golden Tate. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing Jones. He completes it to Tate. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Jones now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
He's not going to go.
56.
They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Check back, check back.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nash. And this one complete to Levine Toilolo.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
The 3rd down run gets him nothing. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Jones. Allen here on the screen. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Here's Jones operating from the gun. Allen's got it complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Riley Dixon now, standing just outside his own goal line. Taken at about the 36. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
47. Check, 47.
Off the bootleg. Nash. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. From the gun, Nash. This one complete to Coleman. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
And New York set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some
Jones hit, and the ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. The 30, 10, again. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
There we go. Nice move. Nice move.
And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. Gold to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They run the draw play. Allen. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
90 Wolf.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 7.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. That one caught by Ellison. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On the draw, here's Allen. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Off play action. Jones. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown right there.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Now Gold for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. So they won their division and earned the right to play at home in the first round of the playoffs, but this one is not going to script so far.
Nowhere did they have the thought process that they'd be down double digits. But the good thing is it's the first half. You and I know, I mean, you've been with me long enough now. Hang with the game plan. Stay the course for a while. Don't panic and change up things. Keep grinding. Long way to go in this ball game.
That was my question to you. You don't throw everything away at this point. Stay on course.
Stay on course. Obviously, you want to eliminate the things that have caused you to be down double digits. but at the same time, you're not getting it all back in one play. Keep going. The game plan was put in there for a reason.
The Giants on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ready. 53, Mike. Here we go.
Off the play fake, Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Gallman. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Tevin Coleman and the rest of the offense making their way back out. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They'll throw out wide, complete to Sanders. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Nash got his target, Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 18 yards, 1st down, Niners.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Here's Coleman, and he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
To throw on 2nd down, Nash, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Nash. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er defense now heading back out there. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, their 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? Creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Now Jones. Throwing to start the drive. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run with Allen. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles, rolling the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. You might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Jones now, off play action. And that is incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. This is brought in at the 21. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He only has a single solo carry, 1, numero uno, 2nd quarter. They need to get in the ball more, don't they?
I'm not the greatest statistician in the world.
Yeah, you are.
But a back like that with only 1 carry kind of takes me back to college in the classroom. Not enough evidence to declare what you should do the rest of the game. Give him the ball some more and find out.
Will they incorporate him? We'll find out.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
From the gun on 3rd down, Nash. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Hey, 47. Check, 47. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let it go.
Off play action. Nash. It's caught by Coleman. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Completes it to Coleman. Call it a pickup of 7. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. Coleman now. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. New York set to take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On 2nd down now, it's Allen. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. He's got his man. This is Tate. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Tevin Coleman and the rest of the offense making their way back out. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Nash. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. This is Coleman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Off the play fake. Nash. And Garrett Selleck here on the completion. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football, and that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Off play action. Nash. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. It's Coleman here. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
So backed up to the 6 now, 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Nash completes it to the tight end Kittle. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Gold to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Niners 28.
A 10-play drive that time. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. It's brought in left side by Tate. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Jones operating from the gun. It's caught. Shepard. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. So nothing there on this. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrick Rosas. Last year, he hit one from 57. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Nash, and that's complete to Sanders. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Single, slop. Hey, you're on an island.
From the gun, Nash. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's the first of 2 games here on this wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's NFC wildcard game. And it was the Philadelphia Eagles who are moving on as they were able to knock out the Atlanta Falcons. As for our game, it has been very one-sided in that first half. But you can't take anything for granted in playoff football. As we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
Come on now, let's go!
The New York set to take the field. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. This is Gallman, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Gallman will run it. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. On the ground, it's Gallman again.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
A 61-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Antoine Bethea, a former 49er, there on the tackle.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game, and a first down as well.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you.
On first down, Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play.
Check, 47. Here we go.
Off the play fake. Nash. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Back to throw. Nash looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Now they hand off to Coleman, and this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
From the gun on third down, Nash. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the pass goes out of bounds, but he was not outside of the tackle box when he threw that. He's got to be careful.
You and I both know if it's even close, they're going to give it to the quarterback. They don't want to throw that flag unnecessarily. So if you're just in the area, you're going to be okay.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So he missed his first couple hits there and puts his team up by more.
And while it wasn't absolutely crucial at that point, how great is that for his confidence to finally put one through the post?
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now Gallman. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll run again here with Gallman. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
60 out more. 36 to my in your face.
Now Jones on 3rd down. They're going to Gallman here on the screen. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nash.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They will run again with Coleman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Here's Coleman on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
To throw on 3rd down, Nash completes it to Samuel. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nash. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.